Tommy was worried that he was in really big trouble. "Tommy, I told you to teach Gordon the computer. What happened?" said Mr. Harris again. "Excuse me, sir," said Gordon. It wasn't Tommy's fault. It was my fault. Tommy tried to teach me, but I wouldn't listen. It was all my fault." Tommy couldn't believe it. Gordon had actually stood up for him. And Tommy didn't get in any more trouble at all. It was that time of year again. The time of year where everybody had to vote for the new school captain. Well, everybody already knew in Tommy's school that Gordon was going to win because everyone loved Gordon. The boys loved Gordon, the girls loved Gordon, even the teachers most of the time loved Gordon. So nobody else wanted to put their name forward to go against Gordon, to see who would be chosen to be the school captain. Well, Mr. Harris didn't like this. He liked to have what he called a big week of campaigning. And then at the end of the week of campaigning, a vote to see who would win. And he was going on and on and on about it in the school assembly. But right at that moment, in his mind, once again, Tommy Thomas had become Tommy Thomas, Jedi Knight, fearless fighter for truth and light. Right in that moment, he was Tommy Thomas. He once again was rescuing Princess Leia from the Dark Lords. He was in one spaceship and she was in the next one, and he got as close as he could, and then as he got close to the spaceship that the Dark Lords had taken in, up he got and he jumped out of his spaceship and in to her spaceship. He was so carried away in his mind at that moment that he didn't realise that in the middle of assembly he actually jumped up on his feet. Everyone else in the assembly was still sitting down. "Excellent," said Mr. Harris. "Tommy, you are going to campaign next week against Gordon, and at the end of the week we're going to vote to see who's going to be the new school captain." Tommy couldn't believe what he'd done. He knew anyway Gordon was going to win. Gordon spent the whole weekend making stickers that said, "Vote Gordon." He was going to give everybody in the school one of his stickers on Monday. Tommy spent the whole weekend, well, being Tommy Thomas, Jedi Knight, daydreaming, trying to save Princess Anna. He knew he'd no chance of winning anyway. So finally, after Saturday and Sunday, the start of campaign week arrived. It was Monday. Monday's campaign. Gordon gave every single person in the school at least one sticker saying, "Vote Gordon." Tommy, well, he didn't do anything. But he did help little Susie from primary 3 at lunchtime when she fell over in the playground and cut her knee. He picked her up and he took her to the school nurse. Tuesday's campaign. Gordon spent the whole day putting round posters of his face and underneath saying, "Vote Gordon." He put these posters all over the school and Tommy did nothing except for get really, really confused during history. Wednesday's campaign. Gordon gave every person in the school a free bar of chocolate if they said they would vote for him. Tommy did, well, nothing. But he did help one of the little kids who tripped and fell and their whole school dinner went everywhere. He did help them by buying them another school lunch. Thursday's campaign. Gordon came to school wearing a t-shirt that said, "Gordon for school captain." Tommy did Nothing. But he did take a whole class of primary fives and help them with their computer homework. Finally, it was Friday, the day of the big vote. Gordon came wearing a t-shirt that already said, "The winner." Tommy, well, he was late to school because on the way he'd been Thomas, Jedi Knight, and he'd been fighting using his lightsaber. And, well, he got carried away once again and he was late to school. All morning, the kids from the school went to vote for the new school captain, one class at a time. Tommy went as well, and he just voted for Gordon because he knew everybody else would be voting for Gordon anyway. In fact, he got a real surprise at lunchtime when a boy came up to him and said, "Listen, Tommy, I voted for you because you helped my sister Susie the other day when she fell over and hurt her knee." He got even more surprised when another kid came up to him and said, "Listen, I voted for you as well because when my brother tripped over the other day and lost his lunch, you paid for another lunch for him, and me and all my class, they thought that was amazing and they voted for you as well." Well, Tommy couldn't believe it. Later on, during the afternoon, Mr. Harris gathered the whole school together. It was time to find out who had won. It was time to find out who was going to be the new school captain. There was total silence as Mr. Harris stepped forward with the results envelope. He opened the envelope and he pulled it out, a bit of paper out from the envelope, and he started to read. Gordon, 2 votes. Tommy, 400 votes. The whole class, the whole school, everybody in the assembly hall was cheering and clapping and congratulating Tommy. Tommy couldn't believe it. Gordon couldn't believe it. But Tommy was the new school captain. See, boys and girls, very, very quickly as we finish our kids' talk today, it's much more important for us to be kind than it is for us to be popular. Most of the boys and girls in your class, perhaps, want to be popular. In fact, probably most of us, even adults, we would like to be popular. But it's really important that we learn, while we're still young, that what God wants from all of us is that we are kind and we show His kindness to other people. And being kind is so much more important than being popular. Gordon was popular. Everybody loved Gordon. But when it came to it, they loved the fact that Tommy was kind even more. We want to stand out for God. We want to show His love. Then don't try to be people that are just popular and that everyone just likes us all the time. Let's be people that are kind and reach out with God's love. And that was the story of Tommy Thomas Jedi Knight, and I hope that you enjoyed it.